Okay, we going. You gonna hit us with it?
We are back.
Episode 15 here.
16.
God.
16. Goodness
16.
gracious.
We're back.
Episode 16.
It's been a long
We'll
wait.
put that up top of notes next time.
I don't have them pulled up.
Oh,
My
yeah.
bad.
There you go.
Episode
Tell 'em
16.
properly.
Before we get to our special guest today that you see on the thing, we have an ad read real quick. We're going to go with, make sure if you want a golf polo, check out proud90.com. You can do BSG15, get 15% off. They got wild, crazy polos.
So comfy, so comfy.
They are. He's wearing the bomb hops right now.
Yep.
But if you want to go work a 9 to 5, sit at your desk job, and look like you just mean business, Zach's got a code for you.
You just got to swing on in. BSG15 for rowback.
You get the same code though. So,
Same code. That's our goal. We're one team really. So
One
same
team.
code.
So if you
Same type products.
I figured just try it on like a bunch of different websites and just see if it works.
There you go.
The code?
Everybody,
Yeah, that's
everybody
what-
we
it might
shouted
just
out.
work.
We'll put on that Capital One thing
Yeah.
for you out on
Yeah.
Chrome.
that's it.
Get
So make sure you
Samuel
use the
L.
code.
Jackson.
Check out Proud90. Check out Rowback BSG15. We're going to jump into it. We have the world's youngest NAIA in
Youngest
history
ever.
ever.
Youngest to ever do it.
Coach. Not only is he a coach, he's a champion.
Champion.
But we'll jump into that. Is that on the notes? Oh, he got it right in front of me.
I got a little description for
Am
you.
I going through? Oh, semifinalist for the Jack Nicklaus Award. Point University graduate. Hey, me and him are Skyhawks right here. Both scholarship Skyhawks. Were y'all college athletes?
I got offered.
We're a
I
different
got-
breed on this side
I
of the
got
room.
offered back when it was Atlanta,
Atlanta Christian College. That's lame, but
You
we're a
kept up-
different
You
breed.
kept up with the dorms.
Who?
You.
No, I was on soccer scholarship.
Yeah.
2 years.
We both were.
Yeah, I don't mean I played much, but I was on soccer scholarship. Anyways, back to the scholarship athletes over here. Point University graduate. Did you graduate?
I did.
Okay. I just had to say before former assistant pro at Highland. Is it Highland Country Club?
Highland Country Club.
Oh, we'll have to get his thoughts on that place in a minute. You have to tell the story about when you went to the range.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah, we
That's
were just talking about
tough,
that
yeah.
outside.
And the head golf coach, youngest ever to do it. You are the youngest head coach at Point University. Got to be.
Best
Yeah.
to do it, in my opinion, as
Best.
Yeah,
well.
close to it.
Best to do it. There's one team at Point you can always count on being in the top 5 standings all season, and it's the golf team. Men's golf team.
Skyhawks.
Even though Torrey's got the women's basketball going. But anyways, he's the head coach at Point. So we got some questions we're going to ask you if you're cool with that. Thanks for joining us. This is our first official
Did you
guest.
tell his name?
Maddox Little. My bad.
We're going to have to fix that. It's Lytle.
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 L-Y. That's not L-I.
Give it to me.
Everybody does it. It's all right. Everybody does
God,
it.
we'll read it. I'm just kidding. Maddox Lytle, here he is. He deserves the respect, so we'll change it. Brady, you going to run us through it?
I sure will if you want me to.
Yeah, so we got some questions for you. We want to know.
We might need to change the location for your voice.
Yeah.
He's a whisperer.
There you go.
All right,
First question. Let me ask one that's not on there.
go ahead.
Do you think working with Zach, you'll get him into a single-digit handicapper?
Yeah, if he sticks
Does
with
he
it.
have potential?
Yeah, you just got to stick with it.
Be honest, man. You ain't got to say it
No,
because
I'm
it's right.
serious. I'm serious. He's got a lot of. I told him last week in the at the lesson that his golf swing's in a lot of good positions. He's just got to time it up right at the bottom.
Yeah, it's the timing for the hips. I think it's because I broke my hip playing soccer
Get out
in high
of here.
school. So
Do you think he finishes high? I swear he puts his hands way up here every time he
that's
finishes
what
a
we were
golf
talking
swing.
about.
Yeah,
that's
one of the
main
moves. He
things.
kind of finishes straight up instead of around him. If we can get it,
We've been
going
trying to
around
tell
him.
you.
I think it's
That
because
is what you said the other day.
I watched He-Man too much, so when I come through, it's like power pole.
You need to let Maddox get you on the putting green because that's where you need help.
I agree.
I need
I
that for the whole game.
He don't read putts. He just walks up and hits them.
I just say let's just let Maddox get us all single digits, and we'll all be good.
Hey, he was there.
Brady can do it. Brady.
I need some more
Brady will be there
too.
before any
If
of
I
us.
play only point, I can get there to single digit. I just can't go to a tougher course. But anyways, go ahead with the real question. Now, I just had to see if Zach was legit or not.
All right, I'm gonna try to channel my inner Joe Rogan, inner Riggs from Barstool on this interview, but I'm gonna start off with something easy. So, what age did you start playing golf, and when did you realize it was something you wanted to pursue?
Golf has always been around for me, I guess. I went out with my dad and my grandfather a lot when I was, real little. I think they've got videos of me swinging in diapers.
Oh, gosh.
So, I've had a golf club in my hand since I can remember. I started playing competitions when I was 10. I won my first tournament that I ever played, and I won it. And I think that's when I was like, all right, this is going to be.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's a different breed. Maybe if I
This
sit
is
close to
gonna
him,
be
it'll
it.
rub off on me.
So, I mean, I played other sports even through middle school. Loved football, loved baseball, dabbled with basketball a little bit, just didn't quite have the ability.
Same.
But with golf, after middle school, like going into high school, that's when I just pretty much devoted all my time to getting better. And you know, it was what, you know, as cliche as it sounds, my first love. So I kind of just stuck with it after that. And I think, you know, going into high school, I wanted to get better. I wanted to be the best, and I still to this day work at it a pretty good bit and play a pretty good bit. And so I guess from day one, it's just been something I've chased.
He is him.
Yeah.
He is him.
He's the real
Timothy Jones.
He's the real
He's the
Timothy
real
Jones. When you win a trophy, we'll get that in a minute, but he's Timothy Jones right here.
Yeah, so you pretty much answered my second question, which was like through middle school, high school, you were taking it pretty serious once you got to high school.
Yeah.
And not too much on the laid back side, because I know like a lot of people I talk to say that they wish they would have taken it a little more serious through like grade school and stuff like that. Especially like, I feel like maybe all of us can relate to that.
Yeah, I told Jeremy I wish we didn't play baseball. We
Yeah.
played baseball all the way through the end of high school and even softball after that. And now, they don't do nothing.
You don't have one
Did you
bit.
pick up golf after high school or in your 30s or mid-20s?
Yeah. No,
I
I
picked mine
mean,
up fresh
so
out
I'm
of high
33,
school.
so I've only been playing it since I was 31.
Yeah.
Do you get excited when all your friends that never played golf, like there's a big wave now of people our age getting into golf. Like, is that exciting, or you're like, oh gosh, it's wild to see? Because they're just like, I'm just gonna bust the ball, like get up there and just crank it. Are you like, no, it's exciting to see the game grow in this aspect, seeing more people play, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I mean, you know, growing up, being the golfer of my class or whatever it was always kind of like looked down upon, rather. Like people thought golf was like weird.
Oh yeah.
And everybody's like, you play golf? Like, who plays golf? But now I see a lot of those same people that are like, hey, they reach out to me, hey, help me out with my golf. Like, you know, I've got a really close buddy of mine who was an incredible baseball player growing up, and he started to get into it. We're actually playing this week, and like every chance he gets, he'll text me, hey, let's go play golf. And I love it because, like you said, I mean, seeing the game grow the way it is now. You know, there was a big spike, of course, when Tiger Woods was like big time, when he was in his prime. You know, there's a lot of people that started getting into it then. But I think even so more now, especially like you said, like I know a ton of college athletes, specifically baseball, that the dudes go out there and they're like, all they want to do is hit the ball far.
Yeah.
And they can hit the ball far, a lot of them. But that's what you see a lot more of, is like baseball players getting into it big time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's awesome. I love to help grow the game too. I think it's a great sport.
Do you care if I ask another question?
Don't be
go
pointing
ahead.
at me.
That's
You know, hit a
all you
couple
do is
straight
hit the ball
balls
far.
every
You
day.
don't do anything else in your golf game. But when you play with your buddies,
Picking us up a
do you
chip
give them
another day.
tips, or do you just whoop them?
I try to just whoop them.
Okay, that's
And I do that with, I mean, I can play with anybody. I'm super competitive. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't care if I know that you're better than me. I don't care that I know that you're way not as good as me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to beat you. I'm going
Now,
to try
I
to
wonder-
post.
Take a note,
good-
don't play with Maddox.
Do
But-
not.
Play
But-
with Maddox.
I will say this, though. Like, a lot of times I play with guys that are, you know, mid-handicappers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them before we play, like, if there's anything you want me to help you with, I'll help you with it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not somebody that's going to, like, intrude, right? So, like, if I see something that's wrong, I'm going to take note of it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm probably not even going to ask you, hey, do you want me to help you out with this? Because a lot of guys don't like that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that just, they don't respond well to that. But I'll tell them, like, hey, if you want any help with anything that, you know, you're struggling with, let me know and I'll help you, but I'm not going to do it on my own. And I do that with my athletes here.
Yeah.
I mean, every day at practice, at the range or whatever, I see, now I'm going to have 18 guys, so I'll see all these different golf swings, and you can pick out, you know, small things in everybody's golf swing, but I won't help them out unless they say, hey, coach, come over here, help me out, because I just don't see any much benefit to that, because a lot of them have swing coaches, and a lot of my friends even, they, you know, that are golfers, they might have swing coaches, so we it's kind of like a mutual respect between
Gotcha.
us.
Let's see.
So solid question. Us four versus Maddox. Who's winning?
Oh, we need to film that. 4-man scramble versus
we get-
Maddox.
yeah. Start our
that'd be
own-
We need to film that. That's a good idea.
like- yeah, I like it.
Would you be down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anytime.
Oh,
Oh, that,
What
that's-
what do you
That's
what do you
dangerous.
think? What do you think we'd have to shoot out here?
Out here, ooh,
what's your low out here?
maybe 64. I haven't really had a
Oh,
crazy
that's
run.
a good follow-up question. What's your career low?
Uh,
If 64's out here.
63 3 times.
We're,
Hey, Tiger.
we're different. We're so different over here.
We're trying to get
So
2 or
us
3.
four is a 4-man scramble. The best we've shot.
Don't tell him.
Well, I
Don't
know
tell
we
him.
haven't sent that video out yet, but I'm just thinking the best we've shot versus his personal best.
It's gonna
out
be a
here.
close match.
It'll be close, but
No, I was gonna say, like, I mean, you're talking about a day when I'm just like absolutely going nuts.
but it's
like,
also a course that we know too out here.
But I feel like, yeah, but he knows it very well.
No, I'm just saying as far as us
Oh,
four
yeah, yeah.
scrambling, we haven't done.
That'd be a
it.
good video though. Us four, we got to get that one in the books.
That'll
I
have
like
to be
that.
a Road to Texas final preview.
Oh, versus Maddox.
Yeah, can we do it?
Can we conquer the
That's the
giant?
ultimate test is playing Maddox
Yeah.
right there.
That'd be it.
That's our graduation.
Oh, that's good.
So we know that you're the head coach, and I wanted to know like what kind of steps you took to get to that position once you graduated.
So going into right after my senior year, the assistant coach here, at the time, Evan, was leaving to take a head coaching job. And I texted Coach Payne immediately when I found out, and I was like, "Hey, Coach, like, if you're looking for somebody, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I want to come in there and I want to be a coach." And at the time, I had plans to graduate in December, so I was coming back for another semester anyways. But after I graduated, I was going to turn pro and play some mini tour stuff, and I did that for about a year, and then got into the golf business, I guess. And then just randomly, Coach Payne called me and was like, "Hey, you still wanting to like coach eventually?" I was like, "Yeah, like if the opportunity comes up, like I want to do it." It wasn't a week later, I got a text from Shannon. He's like, "Hey man, we're looking for an assistant, and I'm gonna really pull for you to be our guy." So I was like, "Okay." Really anxious about it. I was super excited. Like I thought I had it wrapped up, but at the same time, there's always other candidates. You know, it's not I don't know. So there wasn't like anything that I had to really go through to do it. It was more so just kind of right place, right time. I got chosen. So, and the same thing through here. Like when Shannon took the opportunity at LaGrange, I kind of vouched for myself, and I was like, "Hey, look, I know the team aspect of golf really well. Obviously, I played on a team for 4 years. Even though I only coached for one semester at the time, I was like, I still think that I can do it. Like I know the values that these coaches have had. Like." And we were kind of in a crunch for time, so that was on my side too. So I was like,
Oh, yeah.
you
They
know,
were
it was
looking
kind
for
of,
somebody
again, right. It was right place, right time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, there wasn't anything that necessarily I didn't like have to like push hard for, but that I have to work hard to keep.
Right.
So,
How hard is it to coach guys that did you play with any of these guys? Were they?
the closest to me was Trevor. Last year, so when I was the assistant, I played with Eric, and Ruan was on the team, and a couple other guys were on the team. I mean, it's a little bit different for
Yeah.
sure. Especially, like, you know, that's one thing that was a big part of the interview process was, like, you know, you are young, and you can relate to these guys, and, like, you can almost be friends with these guys. So, I mean, there's definitely, like, boundaries that have to be cut kind
Yeah.
of deal. Obviously, I can't just, like, ask Trevor, "Hey, you want to go hang out later?" or whatever. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
which before maybe I could, and like I hung out with him outside of golf, and like I hung out with a team when I was an assistant and stuff like that. So obviously there's like some boundaries that have to be, I guess, placed now. But I think it's good that I do kind of relate to these guys as far as age.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only been graduated for not even 4 years.
Did you
So-
graduate? I'm just
Barely.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Who wins heads up between you and Ruan?
If he hears
We got
this,
the autograph right there.
If
We
he
will
hears
clip
this,
it and
he'll
we will
disagree.
tag him. We will clip it and tag him.
We've had some battles.
So
We've had
3
some
out of
battles.
5. Best 3 out of 5.
I'll give it to the kid.
To Ruan.
Ruwan will probably take it. We played in some tournaments a couple summers ago, and I think we played in 4 against each other, maybe maybe 3. I think 3 or 4. He only beat me once that summer, but he beat me at the Georgia Open, which was the biggest one, and he won low amateur there. So he was grooving at that event.
What made Ruan so good?
There's nothing that made him bad.
I need that in my golf.
What makes Zach so good? The question is, why is he so bad?
He hits the ball, for his size especially, further than most people I play with. I don't know very many people that can hit it further than him as it is, but he's also not like a big built guy. He's just a skinny little fella. But I think overall, like, his ball striking is above tour level. Like, you could put him against anybody in the world, and he's probably going to hit it better. He's going to probably hit it closer.
Yeah.
So we expect him on tour eventually.
Eventually,
I was going to
he'll
ask
get
what
there.
his future probably looks like.
Yeah, so he's got one more year at Mississippi State, and I think after that, if I had to just take a guess, I mean, we're really good friends. I talk to him a lot, FaceTime him quite a bit, and play Xbox with him, stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I would imagine he's going to try to play some mini tour stuff.
Is Ruan going to the Live Tour?
If he's smart.
Oh, that's a question.
That's a question. But we got it documented right here. Hey, Ruan's going to the Live Tour. Former teammate.
You heard it here first.
If he's smart, he'd make a lot of money.
Yeah, he would.
So he's out there roping it like Zalatoris and all them for their size.
Yeah,
but he's
right.
He's out driving.
But he's-
most likely.
Yeah,
but
but
for their size, for them to hit it like that, he's like one of them.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's hitting it probably 330.
I wish
And
I
if
could
he's
touch
catching
that.
one 350, like, it's kind of ridiculous to watch him hit a golf ball. And
I can catch one and get it 310.
yeah. I've seen him hit 2 irons that far. It's stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I hit the
We
ball
don't
pretty
do
good
that.
ways, but like, and I used to think that I was like big man on campus on the golf team because I was like, I hit it ball further than you, haha. But like, he showed up and he was like, hey,
Here he comes.
watch this.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
That's
just
wild.
different. Like, it honestly is. Everybody that I've ever talked to about Ruan, everybody that's ever played with him, they'll say the same thing. And it's, you know, A, he's an incredible human being, but B, he's a ridiculously talented
Super
golfer.
humble.
Oh, yeah, he
very,
is.
very.
Was he the one who was from? Where was
South
he from?
Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah,
But
I
we'd
know.
see him out here on the range, and he'd be striping. You're
Mhm.
like, what am I hearing?
He's probably one of those people.
I've
just a
never heard
different
my
sound.
golf club sound like that
Yeah,
when it's the
it's-
golf ball.
It's
That's a
different.
fully compressed golf ball.
But then you could talk to him, and you're like, how's it going? He said, we're playing well. It's just another day. We got to get ready for the next tournament.
Mhm.
It's always like he's ready for an interview.
Yeah, he's
Are you
ready.
recording this? Are you recording this? Oh, we're playing well. We just got to tighten up a few things, get ready to go out there.
Every day's a day to work, get better.
He's ready. Greg Norman, he's ready for you. Give him a call.
Yeah.
You know, if Henry can win on there,
Oh, yeah, that's
he's ready.
Ruan's getting there.
So, as your time being a coach right now, what's been your favorite moment?
I would say, honestly, last year, our first event, it was my first event as a head coach. And I mean, it's kind of one that you're supposed to win. It's at our home track here. But when the final tally came through and we actually like won, I mean, it was close. So when we won, I was like super proud.
Yeah.
Because I had a very young team. I lost Eric, I lost Ruan, lost Ryan. So we were, super young team, and we came out and we got it done, and that was a pretty big moment for me. And at the time, batting 1,000 as a head coach is pretty fun to say. Like, I mean, it didn't necessarily last long, but I mean, like I said, it was just a special moment. So it was, yeah. And my now fiance was there, and her little girl was there. Obviously, the president of the school was there, so there was a lot of
awesome.
people around. It was
Shout
nice to
out
get that win
Dean.
in front of them. Yeah.
Y'all don't know Dean like that. Shout out Dean.
That's his golf bag right there, as a matter of
That's
fact.
his?
Yeah, that's his.
Oh, it does say President Collins on the
Does it?
side. Oh, yeah.
He was in my text messages a few weeks ago, just randomly. I have to see what he said. I forgot to respond. So. Sorry, Dean.
So with the tournaments going on, what's your favorite location to play so far as the team?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Like, what's been the best course altogether?
And then around here, answer that, and then around here, favorite course to play, like within a whatever mile, like
50 miles
Yeah.
or so.
I would say definitely TPC Deer Run, where we play the national championship. That place, that's where I played both the times we went. That's where we played. And then the last 2 years it's been there. Next year it changes, but it goes back after 2 years again. So, but that place is just unreal. I mean, obviously they host the John Deere Classic there. The grass is greener than this turf we're standing on.
God.
Everything's in its place. I mean, it's just it's an incredible venue, and the course itself is super fun. It's challenging, but it's also like a place where you can go out there and get it. So that's definitely the place to play for me. Like, I wish the Natty was hosted there every year.
Yeah.
And then if you're playing like around here, like are you going to Callaway, Fields, Point, Highlands? Where are you going?
In a very close radius, I'd probably go to Highland. It's a
Why you
This
looking at
man's a
me?
Highland hater over here.
Me?
It is. It's a fun track, and
I thought
you
Zach
know
was the one that got in trouble out there.
Yeah, we got in trouble out there.
We'll
one
talk
time.
about that in a minute.
it's a fun track. It's always in pretty decent shape. You know, it's not necessarily a course that I play well at because you have to be really strategic. There's not a lot of drivers. That's where I get my strokes back, is I'm hitting a lot of wedges in the greens and stuff. So I can kind of use my link, but out there it's different. And then, you know, it's a Donald Ross design, so a lot of false fronts and a lot of tricky undulation in the greens.
Did y'all hear that vocabulary?
I need a wide open. It used to be cow pasture.
You need the fields.
I
The
need,
fields,
I
yeah.
need wide open so I can just swing.
Do you like playing out the fields?
I do. I think that's like a bomber's paradise. You can go
Yeah.
out there and just hit the heck out of it and find it and hit
Just
it again.
crush.
So
You would think that. He's a bomber, but he hates the field.
Oh, no.
I don't know why he hates it. What's your deal with the fields?
I don't know.
The
Just say it
green-
now, because
Me and the Fields have never gotten along.
in 2 weeks we're interviewing Ashley, and I'm going to tell him.
Like, I could go out there and have, like, when I played Jeremy here and shot that 87, I can go out to the Fields with that same feel that I came into here playing and shoot 100.
You hear how
No big deal.
he tried to drop like, oh, I shot 87. He's over here thinking, 80s.
Yeah,
God,
87, yeah.
87 out here.
But I have a question. So, out of all the courses you've played in the state of Alabama, what's your favorite?
oh man, Silver Lakes.
Hey, we went there.
We died there.
Yeah, I was dead before I got
Yeah.
there.
Silver
Oh,
Lakes.
is that
I
the-
think I had
no,
like-
wait. I take that back. I played Willow Point recently.
Oh, okay. That's it.
I have
On
not
Lake
played
Martin.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's the
place is unbelievable. I played out there with a member at Highland I played in the member guest with. He took me out there. Dude, unreal. But Silver Lakes, the reason I say Silver Lakes is because it's so challenging.
Yeah.
And I like the challenge, but it's a fun course to play. But yeah, definitely Willow Point when I think back on it. 'cause
Have you been down to Purcell?
Purcell Farms? I have not.
Maybe we should all just get up and go out there.
Purcell. That's where
We're trying to plan a time to go because they haven't been. I went last year.
is Micah there, or just,
He's
all
right-
good,
He's
or just Micah?
He's there right now. He's filming with the Bryan brothers.
Wesley's down there. Dang, and George.
I think both of them were there.
Man, we should have went down there.
Yeah.
Are you a big good guy? What's your thoughts on YouTube golfers? You won't hurt our feelings.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube.
So he ain't giving us no views.
views, no
he's
likes,
not. He's
no
not subscribed.
shares.
He's not.
I mean, every now and then, like if I'm messing around on my phone
Yeah.
or if I'm like in the waiting room at a hospital, like I'll
You'll just watch
pull
some?
up some YouTube. But
Waiting room. But
but I don't
because I know how boring. It is.
I don't I just don't watch like YouTube that much. If I'm watching YouTube, honestly, it's like I'm watching something to maybe get better. Like I might watch
Yeah.
like a tutorial on something that Hank
you're-
Haney gave.
you're Rick Shield.
I don't even watch. Like I know who
No,
that
you
is.
don't even watch Rick.
I know who that is, but I can't like. If you're seeing this, I'm sorry, but I don't like his
He won't
voice.
see this.
He won't see it.
He will not see this.
My
I don't
goal
like
is to
his
make him
voice.
see it
So
now.
he'll be. So,
You don't
so
like his
basically,
voice?
Maddox is one of those people who'll see it on Facebook and maybe share it if he knows you, but
I
he's
do.
not going to go to YouTube and watch it.
I'm a big supporter now, so
Okay.
like
That's
what we
if I
need.
know you,
That
like
works.
I have a buddy from back home, and he just started like a TikTok and all that stuff. So like I'm gonna follow you, but and I'm probably gonna like it and share it and stuff like that. But
You're not going to go out of your way to sit there and watch.
well, I just don't think about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not something I know. Like a lot of the guys in the pro shop,
Yeah.
if they're working, they'll have it on the YouTube on the TV, and they're watching,
Yeah.
Good or whoever.
Hopefully BSG.
Wait,
Yeah,
maybe
we
this
get back to
interview.
rotation.
One day we'll get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll support you, but I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be like, ooh, new video.
So you go back and like read comments and stuff when you're on the Dirty Birdie stuff when it's like you swinging.
Yeah, they had to delete all those though.
No.
I know, kind of sad.
The legal reasons? Point
yeah,
University?
Yeah.
All right, Point. We won't get into that. But no, my favorite, I don't know if it must have been deleted because I tried to show some the other day. I didn't see it, and that makes sense. But was the cart wash when they wash the carts up there?
Yeah,
That was
that
my favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
See, I like that, and
I can
I
see
thought
that
it was
getting
awesome. But
deleted.
Yeah.
it was just because it was. With
That's
the
one of the things I didn't
With
like
the
about my.
school property.
There was some inappropriate action, and that's the same. Like even a lot of the videos that were taken of like me and Blake, the assistant coach. There was a few on there that I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't even comment on this. But then there was a few that I was like, I don't see any problem with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
There was,
Right.
But there was some like inappropriate references that had to just like you can't shine a light on the
Yeah.
big P on there. So it's just
Come
yeah.
on, Dean. Let some of this
Yeah.
stuff. We're trying to give some publicity to the university. Anyway,
Ooh, hang on.
you
I
don't put
wasn't
the
ready
notes
go
to
in.
sleep. I got a
Sorry.
question. I've been wanting to ask
Yeah, go
this.
ahead.
What so being the head coach of a college golf team, other than well, I've got a few questions for this. Like, what is it when you practice? When y'all have practice, what are y'all doing other than just going to the range and hitting balls?
Competitions. That's all it is. It's all competitions. Like we're trying to push each other, and it's hard to replicate the feelings of competition
Yeah.
in practice with golf, especially because like football, you can do 7-on-7 or
Yeah.
this or that. But like with golf, there's no replication of the feeling in your hands over a 4-footer to win. Right? Like it's hard to make that happen in practice. So it's a lot of that, and it's a lot of just like trying to beat each other stuff. Every now and then we'll have like just a free range day, go up there and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just like I said, it's literally every single thing that we do is there's a prize involved, and whether that's pride or something physical.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
remember going to like being at the range one day with the team was up there, and then y'all. This may have been like 2 years ago, but everybody took off down to the putting green, and I was still up on the range hitting, and I just remember like. I guess that y'all were doing a putting competition. Every
Yeah.
time somebody would make one, everybody like got on their feet and was
Yeah.
like clapping and cheering about it. And it sounded like a really good time. I was like, I might want to go get
I
down
want to be
there.
on the golf team.
Yeah.
So y'all do a lot of like y'all just play out here 18 holes or 9-hole matches or
When we qualify, we play out here a lot. And this year, there's going to be a little bit more planning in place. I have more time to prepare. That's actually what I've been doing today, is just putting everything together for them. So, like, we'll play maybe 18 holes one day or 1 week where we have the cart path as OB. So you have to re-tee, or the rough is a one-shot penalty, or like if you hit the green, we're going to do a new thing this year. So if you hit the green, you have to take it off the green and then chip it.
oh man.
And if you miss the
Oh,
green,
nice.
you leave it where it is. And so and I'll have cones and stuff on every hole. This is where you chip from. So, and there's just a lot of different things you can do with that, and that'll all be for like qualifying. But I'm not personally. I shouldn't be this way to the guys. I don't like to practice like on the range. I'm more of a go on the course and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I know it's more beneficial to go to the range or to do competitions and stuff.
Dang,
so
I was hoping you were about to say.
Maybe we should do that sometime.
Well, there's always that debate. People are like, should I be on the range or should I just play 18 holes? Like people like us that want to get better. If we want to get better, should we actually go up to the range or should we go play around?
there's no right answer, to be honest. I think it just like
Play
I said,
a round of
it's,
golf,
it's
everybody.
I would say round just because, we're out there. We're all going to put the ball in a different spot almost every time. We're not going to put it in the same spot every time. So you're sitting on a tee box at a range hitting off the same surface every time. So, of course, you can kind of dial some stuff in, but then when you get out to the course, it could change up a little bit.
Well, I don't think the range helps us because we don't know how to fix what we're doing.
That too. That too.
And as soon as I get somewhere and it's a quarter inch above my feet, I'm like, oh, what do I do?
You're overthinking it.
I've got an idea right now. Are y'all ready to sell this debate of when we're supposed to tee it up and when we're supposed to drop? Because this man's about to tell us the
Oh,
truth
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
I've got
That's
a
what
few
I need.
scenarios. We've been having this argument ever since we played golf.
And now it's on video, so it will forever be here.
Okay, first I'm going to start with the par. Let's start hole 6, for example. Hole 6 out here at Point, it's a little 100-yard par 3 with water. Say you chunk it and it rolls into the water. Do you tee it up where you're at, or do you still get to go to the drop zone?
There's 3 scenarios you can use there. You can go back to the tee. You can take 2 club lengths from where it entered. If the drop zone is specified, then you can use the drop zone.
Oh, that's perfect. That's what I need.
So
I've done that too many times.
So I'm almost thinking instead of the drop zone, it's better to take the 2 club lengths and just
But that grass is so
No, it's
thick,
still,
you can't
it's
get out of
still a
it.
drop.
No, they cut it,
though,
didn't
right?
they? There's that little. Oh,
Oh, well, yeah, that little pathway.
Okay,
but-
now.
So for our home tournament, for example, we'll have a drop zone there.
okay.
But that's more so for speed of play. Because, like, I mean, I've seen people make 12s there because they just hit it in the water, hit it in the water, hit it in the water.
No, oh
I'm gonna
gosh.
take some white spray paint before we go and mark the drop.
You
zone.
made a. What's your high score out here on a hole at point? Was it? Or no, that's Callaway. You're talking about. You shot at what?
I bet I've got it beat.
Hey, really?
Mhm.
What'd you shoot at on a hole?
18 out here my
Oh,
freshman
he
year.
does.
My
I had a
freshman year.
16.
I had a 14. So
Oh.
close.
So you still got? You had a 16?
Yeah, I had a 16
Yeah,
at Callaway. But at the end of the day, I beat my opponent.
Yes, you
because
did.
I settled down.
How did you shoot a 14 on 18?
Hit it down the left side
Mhm.
off the tee. Was fine. Hit a little hosel rocket in the woods, 3 in a row, 4 in a row.
Oh,
It was like a
wow.
10 cup moment. Like,
yeah,
put
then
it
I
back.
hit it. Then I hit it over the green from there because I like tried to punch a pitching wedge instead of using like a lob wedge. I was like, this club's broken. It's not me. And I actually caught that one a little off the hosel too. Then I hit a chip that didn't go anywhere. I went straight underneath the ball because it was sitting up in the rough.
Oh, those are the worst.
Then I chipped it on. Then I 3-putted, shot 81.
Was that as a tournament round?
It was a qualifying.
Oh,
round. I missed There's the only 2 events I missed my freshman year. I missed it by 3. I shot 81 that day, so 81 with a 14. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Did you break a club after that hole?
No, I laughed.
Oh.
And I kept going. I have broken clubs out here too, though.
Imagine that's for an 81.
Yeah. 14 for 81.
Well, I still had 9 to play. That was when that was on
Oh.
line. And
Oh,
funny enough,
yeah.
we had to play the same side twice. So I had to come back to that hole thinking, I'm about to make another 14.
I could not
So-
imagine. Let me ask this too. This is another one tough situation for us. We argue about hole 1, for example. You tee it up, you drive it, slice it into the woods. Can you go find it, come out and drop 3 in the fairway, or are you re-teeing it up for 3?
If it's out of bounds,
What's the stakes here? Red, white.
if it's out of bounds, technically there's a new rule for like amateurs.
Mhm.
It's not using competition, but it's again to speed up play. It's like the same thing with the flag stick, allowing people to leave the flag stick in now.
Oh, yeah.
It's for speed of play. You can go like stroking distance or something. You can pull it out to the fairway or basically use it as a drop zone and drop and hit your 3rd shot. But
So that's the way we'll be
Yeah,
playing.
it's just
Yeah.
called like the local rule or something
yeah,
like
it's
that, right?
basically like, but for competition, yeah, you gotta go back to the tee.
Yeah.
It depends how I'm feeling that day. If I say tee it up against that, or if I say-
If it's tight, if you
I'm
think
saying I've talked to my coach. He said go forward, drop it, swing another.
are you
club.
100%? He's not here now. Are you 100% committed to Maddox?
Oh,
being your
yeah.
coach?
Yeah,
How
well-
often are you taking lessons or
every,
going to?
every other Wednesday?
You're going to?
Yeah, we've already discussed it. We got a training
100%.
plan. Yeah,
Wednesday.
I even got Joni on board.
Oh, she's approved it. She's approved
Yeah,
it.
she's for it.
When are you doing
Because we're
the? When are you
influencers.
going to play around with him, like the coaching round? I want to come see that.
I don't know. Whenever he recommends, we're still working.
You're not
on the-
there yet,
We're
yeah,
working
he's-
on the swing for now.
You're not there yet.
you need to be in here trying to make that hole.
That's
up.
not where I lose the balls, though.
But you lose a lot of strokes.
Had
That's
you-
what I want to do. I want to take Maddox on 9 holes. Let him.
Did you
kinda
tell
work
him
on
your
what I
fear
got.
of hitting driver? Why you hit 3-wood all the time?
No, I hadn't swung 3-wood since I got the stealth.
Oh yeah,
I bought my way out of a slice.
There you go.
that's the way to do it. Or you got? Is that your
Yeah,
question?
well, no, the only one I had was, have you gotten a hole in one?
Ooh,
I have one. I only have one.
where
Where
at?
at?
The Golden Bear.
On the simulator.
The Golden Bear in Kissimmee, Florida. I
So
was
how-
actually in a practice round, so I don't really like technically count it, but it still only took me 1 shot. So
Oh, you're
Um,
counting it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
counting.
counting it for you.
So
Yeah.
how long did it take you to get that hole in one? How long did you
I
play
was
golf?
21, 22 when I made it. So basically 22 years.
Favorite hole out here at the Pugsea course.
Ooh.
And then I want to hear y'all's favorite hole, so be thinking of y'all's answer.
Probably have to go with 14.
The uphill par 4.
Yeah. Only because if I crank one and I get on the green, I'm like, hey, I drove a green. So
Yeah.
Never been there.
I like
that or 5. Five's
five,
a really
yeah.
I was
fun
gonna
one.
say
Eagle,
5.
it's-
What do you do on hole 5? Do you go iron off the tee, or do you cut the corner?
Depends on where I'm at. If I'm not playing great or I'm playing pretty good, I'm probably gonna hit driver and just try to get over the lake. Or if I'm just
Oh,
having like a
gosh.
mediocre round, I'm gonna hit probably like a 4-iron. I mean, essentially, I tell my guys all the time, it's like a lot of the time, if you hit 4-iron or you hit driver, you're gonna have the same distance into the green.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed that.
But you take the 4-iron, you take the water just about completely out of play if you hit it up the right side. Versus driver, if you catch one a little thin or pull it a little bit, it's in the water.
These are things we don't think about.
Yeah. What's your driver range when you're on?
I don't know. I've actually started using this app, and it kind of keeps up with it for me. And last 8 rounds is like 295.
I need it.
And I
Take lessons, Maddox, right here. Pugsy, give him a call.
if I crank one, I can get it out there a pretty good ways. Like right now in the summertime, depending on the fairways, I mean, I probably crank one, get it to like 335, 340, and that's like topped out, like middle of the face, just absolutely smoking it. But
Does it matter the ball for you when you?
100%.
What ball
Oh,
are you
okay.
playing?
Here we go. Here we go.
What ball are you playing?
I'm playing right now. I just switched over to the Z Star XV, the
Really?
Srixon.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that's what the team plays with too, isn't it?
No, we use Titleist, Pro V1, Pro V1 X's. And that's what I've been a loyal fan of from the get-go was Titleist, except for when I was really young, I wanted to be Tiger, so I used Nike golf balls. But
Rip.
I actually, the reason I used the Srixon is because of Ruwan. He used it when he was here. He was sponsored by Srixon, so he left me a couple dozen. And I was just like out playing one day. I was like, oh, I'll use one of these Srixons. It spins a lot more for me around the green, something I've always struggled with. Has a straighter ball flight, doesn't spin as much off the tee. And then I put it on the simulator against the Pro V1X, and it goes a little bit higher. It spins a little bit more with the mid irons, so I can hold the green better.
Get that nice check.
Yeah, and I can also flight it a lot better. The ball, something about the ball, just I don't know what it is. I'm not a ball junkie, but something about it just feels better, looks better to me, and just overall can do a lot more with it than I could the Pro V1.
So does that ball just have like a stickier outside feel?
It does,
Okay.
yeah. So like even in your hands,
Yeah.
like if I gave you a Pro V1 X,
You could
which is
tell,
what I
'cause,
was, yeah,
those are kind of slick, but then
Right.
you have like some that I've used before. Like even some of the cut balls have that kind of sticky feel,
Mhm.
and Vice now.
Rip.
Yeah.
Rip
Srixon, we are looking at you. Send us a dozen.
I got
We will
$5.
review this
Mitchell shows up
live.
Saturday with a dozen of these golf balls he's talking about. What do y'all want to put on it?
It is time to buy some more.
I know. They're.
We're gonna say, Mitchell, why'd you swap? I was just, they spin more for me. They hold the green for me. Everything he just said.
I'm the only one here who I don't have spin on demand, but I have it when it happens.
Yeah,
That
accident.
one day at Roanoke.
That one day, that one day at Roanoke. Yeah.
Accident. So, do you think people like of our skill level balls matter then?
yeah, I do.
We always
I
said
think-
they don't.
I think that there's equipment in general matters. You see it a lot. Like guys come out to the golf course and they get these stock just clubs, right?
Mhm.
And like it's not gonna save you 5 strokes, but it can matter in the end. Like overall, it might save you like a stroke or 2 around, and especially like golf clubs and as a whole, the shaft right now is like the big thing. Like if you have the right shaft in your driver, you're going to hit it straighter.
Yeah.
And that's 100% true. I
Is
mean,
that true?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
getting fit.
Zach's the only one who's.
I know y'all probably
who's
heard it
using
a
fitted
billion
clubs right
times.
now.
Getting
Yeah.
fit is absolutely the most important thing you can do in golf. I don't care if it's your first time picking up clubs or you're on tour. Like it's huge.
Let's talk about this. So I went to the superstore one time, and I wanted to get fitted for a driver. And the guy literally told me, he's like, you need to fix your swing. I'm not going to.
Don't get me started on the
He
Superstore.
literally said, he's like, I'm not even going to waste my time to fit you. He's like, you need to fix your swing. I was like, I thought that's what fitting clubs were.
That's
was
what it
to
is.
fit it to
Yeah.
your swing.
Yeah, that guy was just being lazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He just didn't wanna do his job, 'cause
he
they do
wasn't
it
the
for
only
free.
one. Like, they were just.
Oh, that's right.
PJ
Yeah.
Superstore, you're a bunch of old white men ruining the game of golf. Anyways, that's my
A
thoughts
follow
on it.
up. How often should you be fitted?
That kind of depends on the club itself. So like, I would say, especially depending on like skill level as well. So like,
2012 Nikes.
Don't hate on
for
my
me,
Nikes.
for me, like I just got new. I got new irons like a year and a half ago, and I got a completely different new shaft. And it really has made a difference as far as like ball flight goes. And the same thing with driver. So I was swinging the original Sim. I had the Hulk shaft in it, and it was great. And the shaft that I have now is also great, but it's a little bit better. I'm hitting the ball a little bit higher. I'm spinning it a little bit less. I don't think there's necessarily like a time range on it. I mean, it just kind of depends on your progression, the individual's progression with golf. or regression. I mean, like my dad, he was playing my irons from from college up until about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, and he switched and he went and got fit, and his game right now is like as good as it's ever been because he went to a better shaft and iron head combo that was making him hit the ball a little bit higher, a little bit straighter, and he wasn't having to use as much energy to hit the ball with, the heavier shafts and stuff. So,
Oh, this is getting Casey excited.
Yeah, I said that. I'm going to get fitted in 2 weeks, so don't get mad, guys, when I'm shooting 70s out here at point.
Oh, okay.
And
here's
I'm
my
playing,
question.
I'm
Here's
playing
my
solo
question.
too.
I hope it don't break your heart. Where are you getting fit at?
Someplace in
Your
Montgomery
golf
that he.
superstore in Montgomery.
Okay.
Why, do you have somewhere good?
No, I have somewhere bad.
Where?
Club Champion.
Okay,
Oh,
not
Don't
going
go
there.
there.
So that's where Michael got fitted, but he loves his.
Oh, but
Well,
Birmingham.
They might give you the right stuff, but they're going to charge you out the wazoo. Like I went up there for a driver fitting maybe 3 years ago, and since then I've just been like I've had to stand against them.
That's all it takes.
That's
One
weird.
time.
Yeah,
I won't
you
step
get
foot.
free
You got the
gift.
We're on your side.
Yeah.
It was like $1,200 for an M5 because they wanted me to get the tour head, and they had this shaft from Japan that was brand new to the market. It was like an extra $600. I was like, no.
I've heard that about the drivers. Like Michael, he got the Mizuno 921 hot metals, and he paid. I mean, they literally charged him but retail plus the upgraded grips he got. And that was really it. He paid like $1,300 for all of it,
That's not bad.
which wasn't horrible. But I've heard it about the drivers now. I've heard it about drivers, 3 Woods.
Well, they sell it as oh, I'm gonna put it together myself. Like we're gonna order it. Everything's gonna be exactly how you want it. We're gonna spin your shafts. That's bull crap. The spinning of the shaft. Like some people might have like the big thing like, oh, dude, I have to get my shafts. Like I have to get them
Pure.
spun.
So what is
like
it? So
pure
no, you
shaft.
don't. Like it's basically they find like the perfect balance point for the club to be square with that shaft. It's total BS.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they tell you all that stuff, and then they're like, we're going to put it together piece by piece. That's why it's so expensive. Versus, I mean, you could essentially probably go in there and tell them, hey, I want nothing but a stock shaft. I can't afford a $1,200 driver.
Yeah.
But they're still going to charge you $150 for the fitting, and then for a driver, and I think it's like $200 or $300 for the iron. So you're still paying
Yeah.
a crazy amount. Versus like, I mean, there's people all around here that can fit you for maybe $50 for an hour, whatever. So.
What do you think of the Autoflex shaft? That's what I want.
Is that the Adam Scott pink one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like $700.
I haven't looked into the. I've heard of them and I've seen them, but I don't know that I'm a big believer in
You
them.
have
They're-
a good,
they're
you have
out
a
of
good
my
shaft.
budget.
You have a good shaft in yours.
Let's end it with this question.
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, well.
Oh, wait,
You want
you-
to do that first?
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Let me go. Well, do you want? I'm gonna end it with an interview, and then we'll end it with that question.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was like, what was I gonna ask him? Your thoughts on Live Tour? You can sum it up shortly.
I love it.
Okay, that's all we needed to
So
know.
let me tell you. Let me tell you why though. So
It's a party. That's why. That's John Davis.
well, that's one reason, but no, we have a group chat with like a couple of guys from the team in the past, and then both Shannon and Coach Payne. Trevor's in it. I'm in it. There's a couple other guys, whatever. And like some of them, like this, it's so divided, right? So
Yeah.
like some guys are so against it because it's the Saudi money. I don't care. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's these guys are getting paid a ridiculous amount of money to go play golf.
Yeah.
And the only downside to it is I agree with Tiger Woods when he said that what is the kind of the benefit of going out there and getting better because you're still going to get paid, right? But I think that if you're a competitor, you're still wanting to go out there and win. So only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the team thing. And
The team names and logos, or just the team thing?
just the whole team thing. Like the names and logos are cheesy as heck, but I understand the shotgun part of it, but at the same time, like I'm not a huge fan of that because you like to watch. Like if you're watching the U.S. Open, you're wanting to see how somebody's coming in down the stretch, right? You don't you don't care about Ricky Bobby shooting 4 over or whatever. So like that's the only thing that I'm kind of like whatever. But I love it. I think it's a way that the game's growing. I think eventually the PJ Tour is gonna falter and say, hey, look.
Let's work
we're
together.
Let's do this together.
Because of the team event, the past 2 events, Pat Perez has been 30-something strokes off the lead. And he's
Still
made $1.7 million just because his team has won
Which is more than Tony won
the past 2
Sunday
weeks.
when he won.
Oh, yeah.
No, he won like 1.4 Sunday when he won.
I'm with you. I think
and
eventually,
Henrik
though.
won 4 point something.
Yeah,
It's wild.
Well,
0.7.
then you know the tour came out and said that they're going to see about upping payouts for next year's.
Yeah, they just released
So,
that today.
They're gonna have to fix something.
They released a new schedule and they say it's like record-breaking
Record payouts and stuff.
paying.
Yeah.
So
They're gonna have to.
Got
Or they're
to.
gonna start
You think
losing
JT will ever go live tour? He's such
Absolutely.
a no. He will not.
He
He's
won't.
such a strong PGA Tour
They
tradition.
Offer, they offer him $500 million.
He ain't going.
He's gone.
He's Tiger's little baby boy. He ain't going
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, I guess I'd.
I don't
Rory
think they'll go.
Rory won't go
Yeah.
and JT
He's done
won't
said
go.
too much. He can't backtrack.
Exactly. He doesn't want to have that on his.
You get Colin or
Record.
one of these other young guys,
Yeah.
they're gone.
It's
You-
gonna eventually. You're just gonna have
I
like
kept hearing
JT and
Colin was
Rory
going, but-
and
Yeah,
Finau
battling every week.
and it's like,
Yeah.
well, what is this fun? I want to
Yeah.
go watch DJ and
Yeah.
Brooks, the dudes that get out there and get after
Yeah.
it. You know, that's who I like to watch.
Don't forget my boy Bryson.
Oh God,
I don't like Bryson. I can't stand Bryson. But
Brooks, Bryson and Brooks. I can't stand either one. Brooks is
You know,
a
you're
clown
either
in
a
my
Brooks
opinion.
guy or a Bryson.
I'm
guy.
neither.
I
Neither.
love Brooks.
Brooks
I
is a
think he's
clown.
awesome.
He's a crybaby to me, but we won't get into it. I don't have no time to fuss at him. So you're going to drop
Yeah,
zone?
yeah, hit the
We're going to
drop.
hit him with the. Oh,
That's it, that's right.
well, that one's going to be wet. Welcome to the drop zone. Okay, Brady, hit us with it right here.
All right. How much money are you willing to pay for a round of golf? You want to start first?
This is going to be different because he can enjoy golf.
I understand that. Yeah.
So location based.
That's true.
I won't pay for a round of golf anywhere around here. I won't do it, unless it's for like a charitable reason. Like I'll pay to play in like a scramble, but and it's so wrong for me to say that, I guess. But at the same time, I've never paid for golf.
Yeah.
I never paid as a junior. The head pro was always super generous, let me play for free at any of the courses that were around me. I never paid in college. Obviously, everything was taken care of. I never paid as an assistant because it's just kind of like an unwritten rule. If you're in the PGA of America, like they're gonna comp you because you're gonna comp them.
Yeah.
And even now, like, just don't pay for golf. But it, again, depending on location, I would pay over it. I'd probably pay $1,500, $2,000 to play Augusta.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. I was trying to see where he's
Outside
going there.
Augusta,
Outside
just
of
because
Augusta,
it's so exclusive, an accessible course.
okay, crap. I don't know. Probably wouldn't pay more than like $80, $100.
As I said, Callaway, I would not have paid. If I wouldn't have got it for $60, if they would have told me, all right, $86 like him, I'd have said, all right, guys, I'll
Then
schedule
you
y'all
would've
next time.
paid, and then you would have got to the first hole and seen it and be like, this is a waste.
Yeah, but usually Callaway's at the top of my budget when it comes to golf. I can get away. Katie will let me come out here all I want. I can spend as much money I want at this course because she knows it's $35, something like
They're
that.
going to have a special Casey rate
Yeah. Oh, hit where?
here.
Oh, I hope so. At the
like
Fields, though, the Fields is the top of my budget, too. And she hits me with that $56, I'm like, oh, I need to come during the week where it's $30. What about y'all?
Man, I don't know. I mean, playing at like, you get a trail card at Grand National or whatever, and you can play all the RTJ courses. But if you don't have a trail card and you're paying over $100, that's
Yeah, I
pretty
ain't
hard
doing
to
it.
do every time.
That's why every time y'all suggest it, because I don't have a trail card, I'm like, all right, y'all have fun.
Yeah, I try to keep it under $100, but like I was thinking about that question because on our anniversary this year we're going to Hilton Head.
Are you going to
And
play Harbortown?
I don't know. Our hotel is like in the middle of like 4 golf courses, so
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying
I
to.
got a
Every
hotel
one of
there,
them
too.
is like over $200 to play it, and I'm like,
But that's vacation, though. That's different.
Yeah,
that's also a
vacation
different
is
scenario.
different.
yeah.
Because you
100%.
paid $100 for a course at Panama City.
Yeah, we paid like $120 for Panama City. It was worth it.
Where did you play down there? Was it Bay Point?
It's that one with the big driving range by the road.
Oh,
On the back beach road.
I'm trying to think of it too. I can't
I can
remember.
pull it up.
It says the
It's on
best
my
greens in
18
Panama
birdies.
City.
Yep.
Yeah, it was nice. It was worth it. It was every bit the course that I played in Hawaii in January.
How much was that course?
180.
Is that the top of your limit, or what would you pay?
That's I couldn't pay that.
We got
I
di-
told Joni I was going to play Holiday Golf Club.
Yeah.
But if I told Joni I was going to play, when I told her it was like 50 for Callaway, she's like, 50 for what?
How much is per sale if we go down there?
If you go during peak season, it's 180, but if you go after 2 or 3, it's 80.
My wife would look at me like I'm stupid if I said I'm going to pay $180
Same.
for a round of golf.
And you're going to be gone 8 hours?
Are they-
I've paid
Are they giving you a
lot
polo?
more.
Are you getting a shirt? That's the kind of question she would ask me.
I've paid a lot.
That's my favorite part about playing golf courses.
Is the
I
shirt?
can't go into a golf course. Just about cannot go. Like when we travel,
You have to get
I'm
one?
getting a hat, or I'm getting a shirt, or I'm getting a towel. Like I love to have like.
That's what we need to start doing.
I got my
Yeah.
kind of poly shirt from where we played in Hawaii. It's one of my favorites because it's got like the whale tail on it.
Oh yeah. How much
That's-
would you pay
Oh,
to
you
play?
know. How much was that?
Oh, how much was
TPC?
TPC? $400 around.
No, right now it's like $615.
But what'd you pay?
It's $1,400 for the whole trip. So around there, around Adidas Valley, and then a 2-night stay.
But you got different kind of money, so you probably pay.
But on 17, but when you play Sawgrass, they give you a bag tag that you can get engraved with 17. It's like a big rectangle bag tag.
Do they put your score on it?
They'll put your score on it. They'll put the date, whatever.
What was
I'll
your
put the
score?
date.
What was your score on 17? Real one.
Parted.
Oh,
I
okay.
parted
Just
17.
wondering. Just wondering.
That's big time.
What about 18?
But see, and that
Oh,
that
no.
hole is not that hole is not as scary as TV makes it out to be.
Is it basically
It's like-
hole 6
it's like
here,
that.
but an extra 30 yards?
Basically. Now 18, I doubled 18. I hit it in the water. Yeah,
That's a tough
my
look.
driver was not working.
So how many courses did you play while down there?
2.
2 courses.
But right
Average-
now, if I was to go golf, I wouldn't spend more than probably 150. Which when we go to Destin, that's what we pay anyway when we go. So we'll go play it like we play Regatta Bay this just past year, and it was 130.
I'm thankful we're going to be at Puxy this Saturday morning, 8:20 a.m.,
Did you
baby.
get 832?
Yeah,
He
I
did.
Okay,
I did,
cool.
yeah.
We're filming a Road to Texas here, 4-man scramble, seeing how low we can go. Or
We're going to
5-man.
have 5.
Jeremy's
We're going to have 5.
gonna
We're
be
going to
here.
try to get 15 under.
See how low we can get 15. And then we're coming 4-man scramble versus the coach out here at Puxy.
Oh, that'll be so
That'd be
good.
a
He's at the tips, we're at the whites. That's what I heard. That's what.
Do you think a day during the week works better or a weekend?
Probably during the week.
How's y'all's practice usually run?
We go 2 to 5 during the week, but we don't start until late August. So
Oh, I got you.
we got.
So a Friday works.
Oh, so
What if we
so
show
you're
up
free
for the
this
match
Friday
and we're
for-
loading up the cart and you just see him and a caddy walking to one and he's not talking to us at all?
That man's got his beats on his head.
Oh.
He just started suggesting stuff mid-swing, opposite of what'll help.
If you had to pick one of your players to caddy for you, who would it be out here?
Out here, Trevor.
Trevor.
Dude's a freak out here.
We need to watch him play.
It needs to be changed to Trevor Pool National. Yeah. We always joke and say it's Point National. So Trevor Pool National would work.
That man. Y'all got any? We didn't even discuss the
Yeah,
trophy. Well,
we'll
we
get
need-
some pictures of that.
Okay, but the tournament you won. How was it like? Well, this will be the last question. How was it like playing in a? Well, you've played in a lot of tournaments. So never mind. You wouldn't be nerve wracking. I'd be over there like.
Is it your
Well-
first time winning there?
No. The last
Back to back?
back to back for me. Last
He's
time
him.
I
Jordan?
played in it.
He's him.
Michael just
The last time I played in it was 2018, and that was the summer before I turned professional. So it's an amateur event. You have to have AM status, all this and that.
So you're pro right now.
No,
Oh.
I'm an AM now. I got my status back.
Gotcha.
So I played there in 2018 and actually went into a playoff and won on the second hole. Same score. I shot 69-73 the first time. And then this past year was 74-68. I shot 40 on the front this past year the first day and 32 the second day on the front.
Did that shake you when you shot a 40?
No, it was kind of like a time where first off, the Saturday was my birthday, so I was like, this is not how I want to spend my birthday.
yeah.
It's shooting 4 over on the front side.
yeah, me neither.
And and so I was like, okay, it's time to make a decision. Like, if I go to the back nine and I don't start off decent, do I leave and go to the lake, or do I just like power through and then win my flight, man?
Yeah.
And I birdied 10 and 11. I was like, well, I guess I'll keep trying. And then shot 2 under on that side. And then yeah, I didn't really know how close it was going to be, because generally that tournament is won at like a couple under, like no
Yeah.
more than that generally. So I was like, I might still have a chance, and I waited around because I had to go to dinner. So I ended up being there until the last group came through, and I was only 2 back, and so I was a group ahead of the last group, and I was like, well, if I go out here and I do something crazy, then who's going to stop me? So when I turned it 4 under, I didn't look at the leaderboard because I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
I didn't look until 15, and the guy that I was playing with was 2 back, and He had so this is like you're saying, I did get nervous. There's still nerves involved, especially because I haven't won a tournament since 2018. I mean, I've played in a lot of them, but I haven't won anything. I came second in my club championship, came second at another club championship. So I was like, I'm sick of getting second. I want to win. And when I looked and saw he was only 2 back, he had 8 feet for birdie. I had 6 feet for par. He missed, I made, and I was like, all right,
We got our own
we're
Tony
done here.
Finau right here.
We're right here,
Couple
boy.
second places,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I'm getting a little nervous about our match, boys. He sounds like he has a switch he can flip, and none of us have it. So that'll be it. Hey, thanks for coming on, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll let y'all know, too, if Zach gets a single-digit handicap with these
We're
lessons.
working.
We're working on it. He's him. So we're getting ready for Texas, though. So we're going to film it first. We're going to have a match against the staff, get our dub, get a dub, get good, and then take on the coach.
Yeah.
Hey, let's put some on. If we beat you, we get 1 free round of golf.
I can do a free lesson.
Okay, free lesson.
I like that.
Y'all like that?
Yeah.
I can't do free golf.
Each person gets a free lesson
Yeah.
if we beat you?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you beat us, you get a new hat and a shirt.
All right.
Bet.
Deal.
Y'all good with that?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Deal.
That's it.
We'll just give them the whole setup. We'll give them
Yeah.
the
Why don't you just pay for my round at Purcell Farms?
The Topanga will drive you down there for free.
Free.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. All right. Check out Proud 90 BSG 15. Thanks for coming on. The youngest head coach in NAIA history. Here we go. We think. See y'all next time.